Hi, it's me, JC, back with another Ceramic Hour live stream. We are currently working on glazing these little, I don't know, they're kind of like paint palettes, but these ones over here are kind of not as deep, and I think they would be cute for jewelry. We haven't done anything on these ones. So if we did work on those, we have to put some wax resist on the bottom. Which one was I working on? No, must have been this one. I was working on this one yesterday, because it does not have like a full coat. Let's see, brushes, maybe this one, I guess. We're just brushing on the glazes for these. I don't have any other like dipping glazes or anything. I only have like brush on right now. Oh my gosh, this looks like a Wendy's Frosty in here. I see it's like some of the water has separated out of it. So let me just kind of like mix it up a little bit. Yeah, this thing looks exactly like a Frosty or like a milkshake. Okay. Just kind of trying to get some of the glaze off of here. I don't know, can I maybe do this? Because it's kind of like in my face. All right, I think somewhere over here we can add some glaze. I think we might have gotten, I think we did all the wells. We have to do like this top area and the sides still, and for this one, we don't have like the first coat done yet, but the other one only has one coat done and it could use a second one. I don't know if I want to do that on the stream. I want to make sure that we do all of it like in one go, because otherwise I'm not going to be able to tell where the second coat has been placed. So we might work on those other ones off to the side here, because those don't have anything on them. If you haven't watched our previous live streams working on these, this glaze is pretty weird. Normally it does not take like this long to apply glaze by brush. This one's just like, I don't know, I guess it just like dries really quickly on it. But I would say like the ones that just have like no problem at all, I can use like a really large like fan brush and it picks up a lot of the glaze in the bristles, and it really only takes like a couple seconds to just like apply it, where this one is just like, it kind of just like dries like instantly and just like grabs the glaze, and like it's pretty hard to kind of like brush it around. It is just like super globby. I don't know if I'm supposed to like do anything else to it. Adding water to this glaze does not like improve like how it is applied. We had to add some water earlier just because all of the liquid kind of just like dried out of it. But otherwise it really doesn't like help to just add more water to this one in particular. Sometimes you do want to add water to the glaze if it has like lost some of that from, I don't know, like sitting around or something. Let me see, do we have all of the, like everything covered? Maybe, except for the sides. Oh, we have a little spot over here that's missing some. I feel like typically when you brush the glaze on, like there aren't just like gaps where it's like just missing glaze after you brushed it on. Like, I don't know, this one's just really weird, and it's really unfortunate because it's like one of my favorite ones. It's going to be like a very subtle, like off-white, or possibly white. Sometimes it just turns out like just like plain white. I'm not sure why, if it's like the clay body or I don't know, the application, like how thick the glaze goes on, because it's definitely not an even coat. I think you can see how it's not an even coat. It's very like chunky in some areas. Okay, I don't want to be missing any parts because then the application won't be as thick like once we add like more layers to it. So I'm gonna make sure that we're covering everything. Oh, this one is like, this whole well is like, okay, I think I have to go back and do like some of the wells. I don't think I turned it enough to quite see all of it. What's that? Over here, yeah. Sorry, I have to do like a lot of like looking around at like each well, each like the top part, like in all of these little nooks and crannies, make sure I just got everything. I'm gonna keep turning it too. So I can kind of like see like all the little spots. Some parts I'm not sure if the application might be a little bit too thin, so I'm just kind of like dabbing some in there. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to turn it all the way around, because I think there are quite a few spots that I missed from looking at just at one angle. I can't. It's really hard to see, like, in some spots if I actually put glaze there or not. I'm like not entirely sure. Definitely missing one over here though. Okay. A bit there. Generally, despite how this is looking, you want to try to have like even coats of glaze, just like as much as you can control. I mean, this is just how this glaze acts, I think. I think that's just how it is. Definitely every bottle that I've opened of it acts like this. So I don't think it's like a batch thing. But yeah, I mean, generally it's good practice to try to make all the coats like pretty even. If you can. Definitely in terms of like maybe like how much you grab with the brush and apply it. I feel like generally when I apply glaze, I kind of feel like maybe my layers are a bit thin compared to like how much other people might brush on. Other than this one. This one's very chunky and you know, very thick in some areas. We're not really I don't think we're really gonna have an issue with the just like the touch of like unevenness in the application. But I think some glazes it would be maybe something you wouldn't want. I don't know, maybe like a celadon or something, because those are pretty transparent and there's more color where it's thicker, so it kind of changes the look of it. I don't know. I mean, it's all about what you're going for, and definitely the thickness can influence like how much it will run down the sides of the pot if, you know, if you're working on like a vase or a cup or something. It's like a little itty bitty like air hole or something that just kind of didn't have any glaze go there, I think. Okay, let's see. I don't know, I'm not sure if it's a bit thin over here. Might be missing some over here, maybe? Not sure. Sorry, I keep hitting the thing like holding my phone. Okay, let me take a good look. I kind of feel like, oh wait, we're missing a little bit over here maybe. I kind of feel like we have gamma coverage everywhere maybe. Just dab a little bit. Where was that? Over here. Not sure if that was missing some. I'm getting to a point where it's really hard to tell. I can like not see. And it's like, is it not fully coated? I'm not sure. Oh yeah, this one definitely over here needs some more. Okay, I think maybe we can do the sides now. And if you didn't see our other stream, we put some wax resist on the foot of the two that have been worked on. So there's a bit of resist that is coming up a little bit on this, on the wall here. Wall? I don't know, like the side of it. So I don't really have to like try too hard to, I don't know, get like a nice straight line or anything while I'm applying it. I don't know, whatever. You don't have to use resist, but I don't know, it is kind of nice to use when you get to like decorating your piece, because I think like alternatively you would, you know, like either very carefully, you know, like very carefully glaze it, or have to like take a sponge to your piece and wipe off the excess. And I don't know, it just kind of is pretty nice to not have to worry about that. For anything that is actually like round, has a rounded foot, like, you know, like a vase or something, you can very easily just like put it on the wheel, center it. I don't even really feel like you need to like attach it in any way, and you can just like turn the wheel on and like very carefully like apply the wax resist, and it really just takes like, I don't know, a minute or something. Very quick. Very quickly you can just like apply the wax resist. Obviously things like these paint palettes, they can't, that wouldn't really work because they're not round, but it is really speedy for doing that. You may have seen I have some different wax resists in my videos. For the foot, you would particularly use the purple wax on resist, and you don't have to do anything with it. Like you don't have to remove it before firing your piece. You just leave it on and it will burn away in the kiln, which is super nice. Again, the other resist that I have is orange, and that one is wax off, so you want to take it off before you fire it. It's kind of for like decorating purposes, which is kind of like the whole point of like removing it. So that you can either have like a bare clay area there that doesn't have any glaze, underglaze, or maybe you want to fill that with a different color. I do that. I'll like put some of that resist on, do like a large wash over the whole thing with one color, remove it, and then remove that the resist, and then like in those little areas where I put the resist and it's been removed, I just put on like a different color there. You know, it's like for decorating purposes. There are also other ways that people will kind of like use like resists and stuff, or like I don't know if like I don't know like a ton, but I've seen like I saw some like thing on Instagram. Someone was like trying out like how much resist you can get by using like crayons, from the wax in the crayons. It's kind of weird, but the different colors had like different amounts that they would actually resist, which I feel like is really weird. I don't really I don't really get that. Should they all have like kind of the shouldn't they all have the same amount with wax in it? I don't know. I guess they don't? I don't know. But I thought that was pretty interesting. I think a lot of them were pretty similar. Except for like, I don't know, I think like the gray, this is like Crayola. I think that's what they used. The gray like didn't resist very well. And it was, I think, I don't know if it was on all of them or some of them or something, but some of them it was like kind of fuzzy. You didn't have like a nice like clean line. With the crayon ones. So I think that's pretty interesting. I've also seen like more like pro potters will I don't know if they use any kind of like special wax or like if it's any kind of wax. I feel like maybe any kind of wax, but maybe some waxes just work better than others. Like you can have like soy wax or like beeswax. I mean, I know those are like the different ones for like candles. I don't know what if it matters. You know, if one's better over others for ceramics. But I've seen people like have like I don't know, I suppose like an induction stove or just like a, I don't know, like a stove top, and they have like a pan. I don't think it's anything special. And they have this pan, and then they melt their wax in it to the height for like how far up the side they want the wax to go. And it is extremely quick. They just, you know, once it's heated up and completely melted in there, they just like, you know, like take 2 seconds to like dip their pieces in it, and then it has a wax resist on the bottom and on the going up the walls. So there's like no amount of like measuring really, other than kind of needing to know like that quantity that of wax that you need to like put in there to melt. But that's definitely something you could like figure out once and then just like you know, take notes of like how much you need to, you know, go up a certain amount up the walls or up the sides and stuff, I suppose. So that is just like extremely quick. I mean, probably something if you had like a lot of work to do. But yeah, I think I saw that on like Instagram maybe, or maybe it was on YouTube, I don't know. Okay. Let me just check the rim of this. I think we have a good solid coat. I think everything has glaze on it. That's what I meant to say. Okay, we're just gonna put that off to the side, and I think let's put some wax on these other ones. Okay, so this one is a little, I don't think I want to put any glaze here. So we're really just gonna do the foot, and then, wow, this thing is actually really tiny. Maybe like halfway up the side or something. I feel like that sounds safe. The bottom of this one isn't very deep either, so I think we're gonna do the same here. Let me grab, so this is my little, you don't need anything special for the wax resist. This is just obviously like one of my personal pieces. Nothing special about it, just, you know, clear glazed and stuff. And I'm just gonna put the wax resist on top. I don't think you need to shake it or anything. And you can just like very easily wipe it off with like, you know, like a napkin or something. Let's grab a little brush. I think this one looks good. Or maybe this is too big. How big is this one? Maybe the smaller one. Okay, let me just kind of like gently. Okay, I don't think there's anything on this. So this is the Mr. Mark Snow Drip Wax On Resist. That guy. I've never used any just like straight up, I don't know, like beeswax or something, or I don't know. I've never used that stuff. Anything other than this. I don't know. I don't know if there's really, if there is a good reason. I mean, you definitely don't have to heat it up. I guess there's that. And it's colored, but the color does kind of fade away. If it's been like, I don't know, maybe like a day or more, the color kind of fades away and it's a little hard to see. I think sometimes you can maybe see like maybe the little shine of it, like it hasn't gone anywhere, it's still applied, but it just kind of loses that color. I kind of wish the color was like a little bit more intense maybe, because it like fades away, like down here, like it's, when it's like dried, it's a bit harder to see. I don't know. So I guess there's that. You don't have to like heat it up or anything, and it's colored, which is nice, I guess. And of course, like either of these like waxes that I've mentioned, there's the orange one and the purple one. Sorry. You won't see that color after it's been fired. It's just gonna be like as if nothing was placed there, if you know what I mean. But yeah, the color is just to show you like where you applied it. Okay, maybe this isn't the right brush to use. Actually, I think this one might be better. I don't think I really need a whole lot. Oh, I just realized, yesterday when we were working on the back of one of those ones, I like hit the middle of the back with like wax. And then I told myself I was going to look up how I can remove the wax. And I'm not sure if you can. I'll have to like look that up. I have like not been working on the ceramics like outside of the stream this week. Just, I don't know. I'm just still kind of getting back into the groove of things from being on vacation. I feel like I'm just like on vacation still, like vacation mode. I did some admin stuff yesterday. I posted some of my stuff onto Pinterest. If you want to follow me on Pinterest, you can. Just search like calieandco. I don't really feel like a lot of people are like that interested in that, so I don't have it in my link tree. I have so many things in the link tree, so I was like, I think I'm gonna cut this out. I think I cut it out. But yeah, that's just at calieandco. Just to get my stuff out there. So like, you know, so people find my work, get inspiration. All of that. And then I posted some stuff on Reddit just to get some work out there. I was asking them about like why everybody's freaking out about Mako discontinuing the Dunkin' overglazes. I kind of mentioned this yesterday. So Mako owns Dunkin' Ceramics, and I think they're pretty well known for like being a go-to brand for the overglazes, like the gold lusters, or they have like a mother of pearl. And a white gold luster. I think they have two like gold, and then there's like a white gold, and then there's like mother of pearl. And like everybody's freaking out. Everybody's going and running out and buying them on eBay, whatever, like wherever they can find them. And I'm like, why is everybody freaking out? Because like they're not the only place that like makes overglazes. Like, so I was like, why is the like why? Like I only got like one response. Someone just said like they're kind of like a bit of a cheaper option, and are available for like people that are overseas, like outside the US. So I was like, okay. But like otherwise, like I was just kind of like, is there something wrong with the other ones? Like, I I don't know. Mako left like on their Instagram post like 2 recommendations. One is Laguna, and I don't know what the other one was. I didn't recognize the brand, so it's hard for me to like remember that. But I was like, I don't know, like I like Laguna glazes. Like I've used those before. Like I don't feel like I would be opposed to trying their overglazes, like you know. So I was like, why doesn't anybody want to use theirs? Like, is there something wrong with it? Is it like not as good for some reason? But I don't know. That's the only response that I got. But like, I don't know. Like, I guess I'm not really sure like where people are freaking out. If those are like US people or if they're like people in other countries that like don't want to buy like more expensive overglazes. But like I heard that like I don't know if it's just like normal stores and stuff or if it's like people on eBay, but I heard that they're like increasing the prices for them. I have some overglazes, but I haven't like used them yet. I've had them for like, I don't think they go bad. Hopefully they don't like go bad in any sense. But like, yeah, I haven't even like used them. I'm like, why are you guys freaking out? Like, do I need to go and like buy a few more or something? Yeah, it kind of sucks though, because like, I know at least like the gold. I mean, Mother of Pearl, I think is like, I don't even know. Like, I think the bottle that I bought was like maybe $8 for Mother of Pearl. But like the gold ones, they're like, I think they're about the same size and they're very tiny. They're like $80 or $90. So it kind of sucks if like people are charging like more for them, you know. I feel like it's probably people on eBay, I guess, because it's like in such demand, you know, they can charge more. I hope those like ceramic stores aren't just like charging more for like no reason. Well, it's not really no reason, but like, you know. That's the only reason that I have the Dunkin' ones, because that's the only, those are the only ones that the ceramic store that I go to offer. So that's, you know, I don't have any kind of preference. I haven't even used them yet. You know, like I haven't even used them yet. So I feel like I can't really have a preference, I think. But yeah, that's just kind of like the only reason that I haven't used the other ones. I don't know. I haven't heard anything else about them though. I know everybody's just kind of freaking out on social media about it. But I don't know, maybe it's not really that big of a deal. If you're interested to hear like why Mako has like, they have like, I don't know, like 2 posts on their Instagram about it, if you want to read that. I didn't quite understand what they were saying. I think they said something like, oh geez, I just like put like maybe a little bit too much on here. I think they said something about like health and safety regulations have changed and they would have to like reformulate the like all of them that they have, you know, like the like 4. That's not really that much. I don't know. I think they said something like they would have to like reformulate them and like, you know, do tests and stuff, and then like redo their packaging. And I think they said something about they're having some issue with the packaging. I don't know. Whoever makes their packaging or something. I don't know what they're saying. They're saying something like that. I think that's the gist. And they're just like, this is such a small portion of our business. We don't really feel like doing that. So I think that's like the gist of it. If you're wondering. Almost everybody gets in like everybody gets like really upset. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they'll be like, never mind, we'll do it. I don't know. It kind of seems like maybe it's not really like that big of a deal, at least for like people in the US, I guess. I don't really know. But apparently they're not making a lot of money on it. It was kind of funny because I like heard it and I was like, oh, this doesn't impact me. I don't use that. And then I like Googled it. I was like, wait, is Dunkin' owned by Mako? And it was like, yes, they got acquired. Like, I don't know, at some point. And I was like, oh, wait, those are the ones that I own. And I was like, oh, okay. I think that kind of makes sense because, like, I feel like what they have, do they own Stroke & Co? Or wait, did that used to be a Dunkin' thing? I don't know. I really have not been doing ceramics that long. I feel like I maybe should know more, but don't. I feel like I haven't seen very many things by Dunkin'. Like, I know they have, like, they've been, like, pretty popular with their, like, slip molds and stuff. I don't know if they, like, make any that are new or if those are just, like, old ones that were made a long time ago. So, like, that and just, like, the overglazes are, I think, I don't know, kind of just, like, the only things that I know that they make under their brand. Oh, I think I might have gotten one of their molds. I just kind of put them in the storage unit because I know I'm not going to use them for, I don't know, sometime. I don't really, like, have enough space to be, like, slip casting right now. So I just threw them in the storage unit. But, I don't know, some lady on Facebook was selling them for, like, $2 each. So I went to her house and checked out, like, what she had. If you didn't know, like, tons of people do that. But it's, like, they generally don't post, like, pictures of, like, what... Unless you're looking on eBay, they'll sell them individually. But people on Facebook are just, like... I don't know, I think they've just, like, somehow inherited, like... 300 slip molds, and they're like, what the heck? And then they're just like, come and get it. I see posts like that all the time on Facebook. Sometimes they might say, like, generally, like, what the molds are of. But I think a lot of times if you just have, like, so many, it's just, like, there's everything. Just come and look. Which is kind of, it's, like, kind of fun. Because it's kind of, like, I don't know. I don't really want to say a treasure hunt, but, like, what's that? Like, what do you call that? Like, I don't know. Like, you're looking for, like, the diamond in the rough or whatever. Like, you know, maybe there's a lot of junk, but, like, maybe you'll find something really awesome, you know? So it's kind of fun. You can definitely buy molds on, like, eBay, but they are kind of expensive, and it's not unheard of to see ones for, like, $50 for shipping, because molds are really, they're pretty heavy. Like, they're made out of plaster, and even the small ones, they're like I don't know, like, how heavy they are. I'm really bad at, like, that kind of thing, but, like, they're pretty heavy. But yeah, you can definitely, like, I mean, people generally will, like, at least have a picture of the inside of the mold if it's, like, on eBay. But it's pretty uncommon for them to show, like, a finished ceramic piece that it makes. So I don't know, sometimes you're looking, you're like, what the heck is that? Some of the molds that we saw at this lady's house, I was like, I literally have no idea what this is. And there'll be, like, some, like, really vague description on the side of it, and you're like, what is this? Yeah, it's, I don't know, it's kind of fun. Maybe we should do that. Maybe do that this weekend or something. Look around for molds on Facebook or something. I don't know. You can certainly make your own plaster molds too. I haven't personally done it, but I'm sure there are YouTube videos. I think Shelby Sherritt, she uses a lot of molds, and I'm pretty sure she has, like, some tutorial videos on how to make your own. So I think that's why molds are not quite as popular today, because I think people, you know, whatever art style they have, they just make a piece, make a mold of, like, their own piece, and then, like, you know, cast from that probably. Although, I don't know, like, some of the vintage ones are so fun. If you haven't seen Shelby Sherritt, her YouTube is, like, really fun. That's, like, her thing, is, like, slip casting and underglazing. For the majority of her stuff, she underglazes them instead of, like, you know, just, like, glazing. So she has lots of, like, fun, whimsical stuff. And she has, like, a mystery mold series where she doesn't even know, like, what the mold makes. She just casts it and opens it on camera. And oh my gosh, some of the ones that she's opened, I'm just like, those are adorable. I'm, like, so jealous. Like, I've tried to find them too, like, on eBay or something. Because the mystery mold series, obviously they're not ones that she made. That wouldn't be a mystery. But they're, like, vintage molds and stuff, whatever, like, ones that she bought or people gave to her. And it's like some of them, they're ones where it's like, they're like little like lidded container, like a little miniature lidded container, and it has like a duck on it or something, or like, yeah, like one of them, it had like 3 holes in it, and oh my god, it made like 3 containers. One had a duck on the top, on the lid, and then one had a bunny on the lid, and then what was the third one? Maybe a chicken? Maybe a little chicken sitting down, and it was so cute. Oh my gosh. I'm just like, I need this mold. That is so adorable. I'm gonna like, I think it'd be really fun to have like a classic like vintage mold, you know, like I think that's kind of cool, you know, like like molds that are like that were made in like the 70s and 80s and stuff or whatever are still around and people are still using them. Like, I don't know, that's kind of cool. I mean, otherwise I can just like take the time and like make those things myself, you know, from scratch, with my own style. But I'm just like, they're so cute. I just love them. And then sometimes they're like really horrifying. Like the mold will be like some clown or something. It's like really terrifying looking or something. Which is like, I'm not gonna say there's like a lot of cursed items, but I feel like a lot of, like a good amount are like cursed. Like clowns or like, I don't know, something with like a baby on it or something. I think one of them was like, I didn't know this was a thing because they're all vintage and I don't really know like a lot of vintage things, but I guess like some people make like dolls that are like ceramic, so like and then like the body is like fabric and ties the like arms, legs, and head together. So like the arms, legs, and head are like ceramic, and then the body like is fabric and ties them together. And it's like kind of cursed. I was like, that would be really like scary looking. Just have like baby arms. Imagine having just like a full kill mode of like baby arms. Like that's really concerning. That'd be like really funny to like bring to my to the studio I fire at. Just like a load of like baby arms. I think that would be really concerned. You're just like, I'm making dolls. And they're like, yeah, sure you are. Serial killer. Like, just like some creep. It sounds like so creepy and like so cursed. All right. Well, we're at time, so I have to pack up here. Sorry, this is like kind of boring. But man, these have been sitting around for like a long time. But now they're finally getting glazed and will be fired whenever we get enough things to fire. So that's fun. For anybody watching on Twitch, be sure to follow along so you know when I come on for streams. I'll be streaming tomorrow and then back on Monday. All the videos are uploaded to YouTube at calieandco. There I have a whole live stream playlist if you want to watch my other videos. This one is 207. I'm like so sure. So there are plenty for you to go check out. If you want to see me making things or carving things, or I don't know. I mean, I pretty much have like a lot of the process on here. Lots of hand building, but also lots of carving. But yeah, check it out. I have a few ceramic tutorials there also, and some other artsy videos if you want to check it out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to follow along, subscribe, you know, give the video a thumbs up, leave a comment, all the great things. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, bye.